Hello everybody. So today we're going to do a review on a foundation again, and as you guys can see, I'm just showing you my imperfections to really show you the difference. So first thing I'm going to do, as always, is moisturize my face with the Pond's moisturizer, the blue one. I love this thing. And this is the CoverGirl Clean Whipped Cream in 355, which we're going to do a review on. And this Real Techniques foundation brush, I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I think it's, let me see, expert face brush. So I'm just gonna quickly blend it through my skin, and then to really blend it through my skin, I'm gonna buff it on. And I think that's the technique with this certain foundation product. I think you need to buff it on in order for it to look really airbrushed and blended well. So what I'm doing here, you guys, I'm applying it on the right side of my face, which does not have any primer. And I'm showing you here the difference between my left and my right. And as you can see, my under eye circles has been covered a little bit, but it still needs a little bit more help. So I'm reapplying a second layer of this foundation, mainly focusing it on the imperfections, as you guys can see right now. And as you can see, my acne scar on my right cheek has disappeared, and my under eye circles looks a little better. So now I'm just going to use a foundation primer on my left side of my face to see if there's a difference between the two, whether you use a primer or not. So I'm just applying my foundation on that side, and this is my before, and here's my after. Ta-da! Yeah, I don't have any powder on there. This is how it looks like after I set the powder and I applied a little bit of my Maybelline Master Glaze blush stick, which I'm actually doing another review on. It is now 5:35. Just to tell you a few things about the CoverGirl Clean Whipped Cream Foundation in 355. This is one of their newest product that they came up with. I feel like the blending will be a lot easier for you if you use a sponge, or it doesn't even need to be wet. Easier to blend with a sponge, but with a brush you just need to buff on, because you're gonna end up with streaks if you don't buff it in. If you let it sit alone without touching it for a few minutes, it will be perfect. It looks so nice and blended. Also, another thing is that my imperfections, it covered it after the second application. So I feel like if you have more imperfections, it will be better if you double up the coverage by applying a second layer. We will be back to you guys in a few hours to see how the product is doing. It's been about 2.5 hours. I want to read off to you guys really quickly on what this foundation claims to do. Our lightweight whipped cream foundation gives your skin a boost of moisture without the greasy, shiny finish. You love the dreamy, 100% breathable formula that leaves your skin looking smooth, natural, and matte. Available in 10 shades to match your skin tone. This foundation definitely feels lightweight. I love how I don't feel that I have a foundation on. It doesn't feel drying at all, so it definitely keeps your skin hydrated. Right now, by looking at it, I don't have any greasiness on any spots. My imperfections are still perfectly concealed, and the redness is still covered very well. When I saw how the foundation looked like in different mirror, it looked like it was airbrushed. It just has that really silky feeling, silky look. It looks so flawless. This is also my first time trying this, so this is kind of like a first impression thing. When I'm touching my face, of course, I can feel the product. It's not like anyone else is gonna touch my face. I did cook too, so I did cook for dinner. If you have really oily skin, of course, you can add more mattifying powder or setting powder, whatever you want to call it. If you have normal to dry skin like me, only set the areas where you need the most, like the under eye circles or your T-zone, pretty much. Very moussey. It's not thick at all. You can build as much as you can on the problem areas, and it will cover it really nicely. I'm gonna try and check with you guys after a few more hours. So it is now 10:40. It's been about 5 hours. My foundation looks awesome. It still looks very flawless, and you know, if you don't look close, I mean, you won't see the imperfection. You guys can see that some of my imperfections are starting to show up, like on the sides of my cheek. I'm starting to get a little bit shiny on my forehead and some on my nose, which is not a big deal at all because I can always touch up. My under eye circles needs a little help. I mean, it's not meant for a very long lasting, like last up to 12 hours. I don't think so. I mean, like a regular day, like an 8 to 10 hour day, I think it will be a great foundation. If you have oily skin, I think that you will get a little bit oilier eventually, which of course with most oily skin people like I used to be, most of us bring blotting paper or like a compact powder with us just to, you know, touch up every now and then throughout the day. So that's, I think, what I would recommend with this foundation. With normal to dry skin like I am now, I don't think you need to retouch. I think that you will love the luminous effect that it gives. Some of the imperfections have started showing up, but overall I love this product. I mean, just by looking how flawless it is, how hydrated my skin feels, and how it does not give any blotchiness or, like, you know, dry spots like other foundation does, I will give this foundation a thumbs up, and I'll probably give this like 4 out of 5. Sorry if the camera is really moving, I'm just in the washroom right now because it's kind of late at night. Make sure to check out my blog. I have a breakdown of what I thought on this product on there, and I will link it down below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, my other YouTube vlogging channel, Pinterest, Google+, and all that social media platform. Leave your comments below, what you think of this, what you think about this product, and if you have any requests for my next video. Alright, have a good night. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.